Chris.
Yeah, and Helen.
It's Wern Bach Southdowns. Well, the sheep have been here for like 10 years now.
Yeah.
And then only the last probably 3 or so, a bit more seriously looking at marketing the meat and showing a bit more seriously. So yeah, 3 years or so seriously.
So how did you get into it initially?
Helen's mad idea.
We needed something to keep the grass down, so I looked around at different sheep and I thought these were quite cute. I know you'll kill me for saying that.
Yeah.
And so we started off with 3 10 years ago, and it's grown from there really.
It's grown to how many now?
We've got 18 breeding ewes, and at the moment we're running 18 lambs that we've had this year, and we've also got a few stock rams as well. We've got about 4.
At what point did you start from just sort of keeping the grass down to thinking we can turn this into a business?
I don't know, a few years ago, wasn't it?
I think it was probably from the first time we took some to slaughter, really, wasn't it? The first time we had to go at that for ourselves, and got the meat back, and we were obviously pleased with what we'd produced, and then other people just interested in what we were doing, friends and family. So then they had some meat, and it just kind of grew from there, really, and we love doing it, don't we?
Yeah,
so,
the demand for the meat just took off, really. And so
and it's a way of life we like, isn't it?
Yeah, and having the kids here as well with us, it's fantastic. It's just word of mouth. So the word of mouth is, as I said, taken off. So it's that's certainly we can supply that demand at the moment, and there's probably more demand than we can supply through that. But obviously the plan is year on year now to keep growing it, and hopefully there some more meat, and it'll keep going.
Yeah.
All being well. A few years ago, Helen decided to dip her toe in showing, and then unfortunately we've caught that bug as well now. And going to more shows and looking a bit more at the breeding and the bloodlines going into the stock. So yeah, so we've gone and splashed out in a few rams and a few nicer ewes, and yeah, that's we're a few years off where we want to be with that, but it's going in the right direction.
We're getting there, aren't we?
Yeah.
So you're getting on with your shows. How far afield do you go?
As far as Anglesey, Cheshire, Oswestry, so mainly Wales and North West at the moment.
Yeah.
But there's some eyes on the Royal Welsh in a few years. If things go well.
That's our aim, isn't it? I think that's what we'd like to just give it a go. We wouldn't have any expectations, but we've had a few reserve champions and things, haven't we?
Yeah, I think on the scale we're never going to compete with the biggest, and you just got to accept that. But to be comfortable at a level where we are and to produce some fine stock, that's all we need, all we want really.
But yeah, it's a big issue at the moment with people walking their dogs and losing livestock to that, or if you're fairly quiet up here, or
it's certainly a worry. I know some of the rented land we've got up the road here, there's got footpaths going through it, and you hear of neighbours with a sheep theft up the road here and livestock attacks. So yeah, it is a worry, but in touch wood we're all right at the moment.
Then it's difficult because you want to promote the flock and what we do, but then it does make you a bit reluctant as well, because you don't want to go plastering where you are and what good stock you've got.
It's not just 1 or 2; it's a whole field will disappear overnight.
Exactly. Yeah.
And particularly with the numbers we've got, and with the pedigree side, you put years and years into getting the breeding where you are.
Yeah.
It's not the thing you can go and just buy again off the shelf. It's all your love and care gone into it, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, it is a worry.
It's because you've got to ask this question everyone has had. Brexit and any issues with that? Do you see anything happening with that, or are you quite?
I don't think on the level we're on, we're not, we don't really deal with the markets at the moment, the livestock markets and things. So I don't think it's going to affect us directly.
I think
if anything, it could work in our favour, possibly.
Yeah.
If people are looking
it's
for
more. It's a
more.
big thing for us is selling locally and the food miles and knowing where things have come from. We're certainly not looking overseas or anything that any of that would affect us. So, as you said, if anything in our favour, I can't see that it's going to have an impact on us.
Yeah, so supplying local, you're negating a lot of issues from transport and that sort of stuff
that's
as well.
the big thing for us is local and traceability
and cutting out the middleman as well, really, isn't it? Doing it direct.
How would you like to carry on in the future then? Have you got any?
Keep going.
Just growing, yeah. That would be the ideal.
More sheep.
Yeah.
More land,
more sheep, and yeah, as long as the demand is there for the meat, and yeah, hopefully.
With the same breed as well, or looking into different? Or are you quite happy with?
think we're pretty happy.
Yeah,
with
I'm
what
happy
we've
with
got,
that.
aren't we, really? It's a fantastic breed, really, because it does both for us. It allows us to show and have really good pedigree stock, but it's also tasty meat at the end of the day.
Yeah, they finish well off grass. They taste great, so
they're fairly low
they're
maintenance,
very
aren't
easily
they?
manageable. So for us, on a smaller scale, it's a breed that works for us.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, guys.
All right, cheers.